Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There's a housing crisis in London, a rental crisis to be more specific, and the NRLA are saying that this is a real problem. In fact, they've given us some great stats in here. So we're going to be able to tell you how much the rental market, the private rental market, has actually shrunk, how bad's the social housing problem in London as well, and what are their suggestions, because they haven't just come with problems here, they've actually come with some suggestions in order to improve the rental market in London. We're going to cover all of that and more in this video. And if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do make sure you subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're on the way to 45,000 subscribers. And by subscribing, you'll get all the latest house price news, property news, interest rate news, and you'll talk all about every single investor news that comes out as well. Let's also get some views on this video. Your part's simple. Smash like, tickle like, do something to the like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that's really helped the channel grow so far. So thanks to everyone that takes a moment to do that. So, the National Register of Landlords. That's definitely not their full name. You can tell me. I've forgotten off the top of my head. National Residential Landlords Association. That's the correct name. They have been looking at all the data on the rental market in London, and it isn't looking good. In fact, if you're a tenant in London, I'm sure you can agree, it can be really hard to get a property in London, and rents are going up at a staggering rate that's just really, really worrying for a lot of people. And so rental properties are in decline. So rental stock is in decline, which we know, we've discussed on this channel. In fact, it's at the same level now as it was in 2016. That's a massive drop. And in that time, the population has grown substantially. So that's the problem. Now, the rental stock is in decline, but demand is at an all-time high. And so that isn't something that goes together very well. In fact, what that means is that it can be really hard to get a property, and also the rents are going through the roof. So there is 6% less stock, rental stock that means, but than we had from 2024. So 6% less properties in a year. And this is going to get worse. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse because my channel is tailored for landlords. Thousands of landlords watch this channel every month. In fact, I'll probably say hundreds of thousands of landlords watch this channel. We get 500,000 viewers a month on the channel now, and a big chunk of those are landlords. Now, they're saying, if you read the comments, and if you are a landlord, let me know in the comments below, are you a landlord that's staying in the market? That's me. I'm staying in the market. I'm going to adapt. I think longer term, the market is still going to be good, but a lot of people have just had enough. So if you're a landlord that's staying, let me know in the comments. If you're a landlord that's leaving, let me know in the comments. If you're a landlord that's considering leaving, let me know in the comments. Look at all the other videos I make. You'll see thousands of landlords saying they're looking to leave the market. And that's because of Section 24, which is a high tax that landlords now get. And you'll also see it's a lot to do with the Renters' Rights Bill and the EPC legislation, the energy performance stuff that's going through. And landlords are worried that if they get a bad tenant, that they're not going to get their property back. And that's because of the removal of Section 21 no-fault evictions in the Renters' Rights Bill. So this is definitely going to get worse. So how many people apply per unit? 8 applications per unit is what the average is at the moment. That's up. How bad could this be? Well, in Scotland, a lot of landlords quit. That was due to rent caps and all sorts of things. And some places there, and we've been backed up by estate agents that watch this channel that have confirmed that they see this as well, that some properties in Scotland were getting 200 applications per property. That's crazy. London right now is 8 per property. That's still really hard, and that means you might have to apply for so many properties in order to get viewings and eventually be considered for those properties. So that's not good. Now, what about social housing? Because that could take some pressure off the private rental market. Well, the social housing waiting list at the moment is at a decade high. We've talked about some areas in London previously where you'd have to wait 67 years in order to get yourself to the front of the social housing list, which is crazy. Nearly everybody will be dead in that time. And that is happening in other areas of London. It's not all as bad as that, but there's lots of places that have a huge amount of people waiting for social housing. So that's not going to take any pressure off. So what are the NRLA suggesting is done about this? They've got some solutions. One is get rid of the 5% stamp duty, the additional stamp duty on buy-to-let properties. Why? Because that would bring some investors into London. If you're buying a buy-to-let property, the stamp duty on that property, and this would count for all London transactions, is nearly 10%. The stamp duty is at around 5%. Then there's an additional 5% because it's a second home. That means that landlords aren't investing in London. We can see that because we've got 6% less stock than we had last year. 6% is a huge amount. So they're saying get rid of this 5% extra and encourage some landlords to come in the market and buy some properties, convert them, do them up, and make them habitable as good accommodation for tenants. That's one thing they're saying. The next is they're saying is faster courts. So what is that all about? Well, the Renters' Rights Bill is saying they're going to get rid of no-fault evictions. They're going to abolish Section 21. That means your only way to get your property back would be to take a tenant to court if they're in arrears, antisocial behaviour, smashing the property up. Whatever's wrong, you've got to take them to court. Here's the problem. Courts, you could wait 6 months at least to get a hearing at the moment. And once this Section 21's gone, you could wait a year. So imagine you're a landlord that waits a year if someone's not paying you rent. In that time, if you don't pay the mortgage, you're going to default on the mortgage and get repossessed, all because the tenant didn't pay you. So what you've got to do is improve the court process, which is exactly what the Conservatives said that they would do when they had this Renters' Rights Bill, or their version of it there. They said they'll improve the courts before they get rid of Section 21. Labour's saying they're not going to worry about that. They're just going to abolish it and see what happens with the courts. It's going to be crazy in the courts. So you've got to hope that you've got a good tenant. And the next thing is that they're saying, look, if you want this EPC stuff to happen, then you're going to have to give some grants out. You're going to have to give landlords some grants, which some councils have, but a lot of that money's already gone. It was postcode dependent, so it's like a postcode lottery whether you could get a grant and some support in order to improve your property. And they're saying, look, if you want landlords to spend 15 grand on a property, you've got to get a help and support landlords with that. So that is pretty much truthful stuff. I do think that they're right. And if you did get rid of stamp duty, this additional cost, if you improve the courts and got this EPC stuff out of the way, you would suddenly get some more investors coming into London. You've got to think, if we're going down 6%, we really need to be going up more than 10% some years in order to actually make some traction in the London market. What do you think about this landlord or letting crisis, rent crisis in London? Do you think it's going to get worse? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, if you haven't done already, make sure you grab our new ebook. It's called Mortgage Secrets, How to Get the Best Mortgage Deal in 2025. This could literally save you thousands of pounds and it costs nothing. It's in the description. It's in the pinned comment. Go and check that out. And also while you're here, check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.